Welcome back. You're watching SA Today. Now, the Rivonia Trialist lawyer, advocate George Bizos, has criticised what he called a small group of people who accused former President Nelson Mandela of being a sellout.
Speaking at the 10th anniversary of the late Ahmed Kathrada, hosted by his foundation, Bizos said Madiba dedicated his life to liberate South Africa. He was speaking at the Johannesburg Muslim School.
The role that former President Nelson Mandela played in achieving a democratic South Africa is being downplayed by some within the community. Some even say he sold out to the struggle against apartheid. This by making concessions which gave black people political freedom but not financial freedom. Bizos defended Mandela.
There is a tendency recently which may affect you. It may affect me, because there is a very small group of South African people who say that Nelson Mandela betrayed South Africa when he said in the Constitution the words that everybody must know, that South Africa belongs to everyone who lives in it. We must make it genuinely known that the small group is out of order.
Bizos also questioned the issue of the expropriation of land without compensation.
They have to amend the Constitution. They need for some things 66 and 2/3%, for some things 75%, and for some things in the opening paragraphs of the Constitution they cannot change it at all.
Iso Pahat, who served as a minister in the presidency during President Thabo Mbeki's administration, called on students to be at the forefront of fighting racism, advising them to maintain Kathrada's legacy of non-racialism.
There is nothing more dehumanizing, degrading than racism. And it is the responsibility of all of us, but especially you, the young, to be in the front line of the struggle against all forms and manifestations of racism. And sometimes I get a feeling that there are people in our community who unfortunately still harbor racist views. Now, you children, I'll appeal to you. In your own homes, never allow your parents, your uncle, your brothers, your sisters to ever utter racism. When they utter racist phrases, take them on. That's what Kathy would have done.
Throughout his life, Kathrada remained strong and inspired young and old.
He was firm in his fight for democracy and non-racialism. Uncle Kathy, when put through the harsh trials of his life, remained strong and didn't give in. Uncle Kathy didn't give in to bribery. Uncle Kathy didn't give in to criticism and racialist opinions of others. He was a role model to me and a role model to everyone else.
The foundation is to establish youth clubs around the country. It hopes to reach 100 when celebrating Kathrada's centenary. Lehana Tsotetsi, SABC News, Johannesburg.